Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the final Volleyball League of America match of the weekend, and it will be a good one. The Chicago crosstown rivalry between the Chicago Icemen in blue and the Chicago Sweed in black and orange. Give our teams a warm welcome.
Woo!
Do we have officials to work this game? That would be nice.
That's a great question, Rob. If not, we'll just get one like the Little League kids. I think they got that.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, live on the broadcast. This is match number 6 of the weekend, live from just outside Chicago. The Volleyball League of America Men's Tier 1 Central Division caps off with this one, the Chicago crosstown rivalry, Sweed versus Icemen.
It starts as it begins.
Exactly. We just yesterday morning, match number 1, we saw an insane 5-set banger between these two teams, where the Icemen went up 2-1. We're up big in the 4th. Sweed stormed back and ended up taking the match in 5. Very fun to watch, and we will see if this one, match number 6 of the weekend, lives up to that. Let's meet the starting lineups from the two teams, and we'll get right to first serve.
Really excited for these two lineups. We should be seeing a lot of height and power from both of these guys.
Introducing the starting lineups for the two teams. First, for the team in blue, the Chicago Icemen. Give it up for a 6'1" setter from the Ohio State University, number 5, Sunil Thomas. A 6'4" outside hitter from Cal State Northridge, number 9, Dan Starkey. A 6'3" outside hitter from Dominican University, number 11, Luke Spicer. A 6'9" opposite from Lindenwood University, number 23, Colin Hackworth. A 6'8" middle blocker from Lindenwood University, number 22, Scott Sawicki. A 6'9" middle blocker from Humber College, Ontario, number 99, Andre Brown. And a 5'10" libero from Quincy University, number 3, Colin Merck. The Icemen are managed by Tim Faulkner. And now introducing the Chicago Sweed, a 6'1" setter from St. Ambrose University, number 12, Jake Snyder. A 6'7" outside hitter from Purdue University, number 10, Chris Bulava. A 6'4" outside hitter from IPFW, number 11, Austin Neese. A 6'6" opposite from Northwestern University, number 27, Isaac Sageman. A 7-foot middle blocker from Park University, number 3, Paul Bolanzik. A 6'8" middle blocker from Loyola University, Chicago, number 23, Mike Boduk. And a 6'2" libero from IPFW, number 4, Scott McNerney. Sweed is managed by Jordan Smith, head coach Tyler Boyce. First serve coming up next. All right, ladies and gentlemen, for one final time this weekend, let's get into it. Rob St. Clair here live. Very pleased to be joined by Mike Badrov, once again. Mike, welcome back to the broadcast. I know you're excited about this matchup, Chicago versus Chicago. I mean, what more could you ask for?
I cannot ask for anything more because the Swede, I love watching them. I love their energy, and right now we got their height coming out in full force with Paul Bolanzik and Austin Neese, one of the leading forces for their victory against the Icemen yesterday. I'm excited to just see his passion behind the game and what he wants to control. And right now for Icemen, we got Hackworth. He's a force. I want to watch be unstoppable.
Yeah, this is the exact same lineup for the Chicago Sweed in black on the far side that finished the match against the Icemen yesterday. Bulava and Neese at outside hitters, Sageman at opposite, Snyder at setter, Bolanzik, Boduk in the middles, Scott McNerney at libero. We'll talk about the Icemen lineup in just a bit. It's actually going to be Parker Swartz starting us off serving, and they're going to use that substitution trick to apply some service pressure immediately.
And Spicer's going to have a great pickup going out to Hackworth on the right side.
Oh!
Going to get blocked by Bulava.
What a start.
Woo! Who else is going to start serving the match besides Parker Swartz?
Of course. And Chris Bulava with an immediate stuff block, number 10, 6'7" outside hitter out of Purdue.
Going back to Swartz for another serve again. Look to be targeting Spicer here. Find a nice seam. Merck's going to get it up. Going back to Hackworth on the right side. Great kill for Hackworth.
And a good repeat set from Thomas gives it right back to Hackworth after he got blocked. And to go over the Icemen starting lineup really quickly, an interesting change. Luke Spicer, who we just saw at opposite, play really well in the match against Team Pineapple before this, gets his first start, at least as far as I can remember, ever at outside hitter. So him and Dan Starkey will be the outsides, Colin Hackworth the opposite, like you said, Mike.
Right. Going back to Sunil Thomas for the serve. Great serve from Thomas. Back set to Sageman, who'll get the kill.
Nice start. Isaac Sageman's going to play a big role in the Sweed offense this match. Number 27 in black out of Northwestern. Couple of former collegiate club players. Sageman, Northwestern, Bulava, Purdue. That level, that division produces some very good volleyball players. I certainly would know.
And great pickup from Merck. One-handed setup. Hackworth's going to just kind of chip it over. Snyder down to great middle kill right there from Boduk.
Yep, Big Mike as they call him, number 23 in black, Mike Boduk. Former VLA champion with the Chicago Icemen in 2021, has been playing with Sweed ever since.
I love how the Icemen are so big, they have to find their own players coming back to face against them. We saw the last match with Chris Cox and center.
We did, and we see a lot of size.
Sageman with a monster of a serve.
That ball was rocketed, and that is an early statement from Isaac Sageman.
Starkey had no chance of getting that one up.
No chance. And honestly, Mike, I was down walking by the court during warm-ups. I know Isaac Sageman's game very well, but even there was something extra to the way he was warming up. He looked even more explosive than usual.
Look at that toss.
Wow.
That's back-to-back aces for Isaac Sageman.
Explosive start for the Chicago Swede.
5-1.
0-2 against the Icemen 2 weeks ago out in Wheaton in the west suburbs. Looking to flip that script and even up the season series.
Be a great lineup right now. Another serve from Sageman.
Wow.
He'll find Starkey with a great pass. Spicer to the right side. Error from Spicer is actually made a touch.
Yeah, that ball's touched by Bulava. Nice shot by Spicer on the right side, and that's what you get when you switch an opposite to the left side. You get him in rotation one. He's on the right. He's really comfortable over there, and that's a good guy to feed.
What a great move from the Iceman right there.
Totally. See how it pays off in reception. That's what I'm curious about.
We got Bulava with a monster of a hit. It's going right through Brown's hands, dropped right to the floor. Can you tell us a little bit about Andre Brown, please?
Just barely through the hands of Andre Brown, and big number 99, the Canadian, will have an impact on this match. Just you wait.
Bulava, your friend, going back to serve. Great picker from Spicer. Going down to Brown.
That ball's out of bounds,
That's
actually.
Out of bounds.
Excellent call. A pretty crazy angle from Brown, especially to get pushed that far from across the net, turn it back against his body. Just missed it. I wouldn't be surprised if Sunil goes right back to him.
Right, but that was a great open read. Saw that open line. Love that. Spicer up to Sunil. And
wow.
Snyder finishes it.
Jake Snyder. How much have we talked about him this weekend, Mike? Being
not enough, actually.
Not enough. Just being an insanely explosive setter.
I love that. And you said he was 6'1" coming out of the gate, but he's going to be playing like he's 7 feet tall.
Honestly, I'm not even sure he's 6'1". He actually might be shorter than that.
You keep on lowering his height. Yesterday he was 6'3", now it's 6'1".
So whoever wrote 6'3" on the roster is a downright liar.
And not hit the
into the ceiling. A serve.
Wow, Sweed not letting up their force right now.
Chris Bulava gets credit for the ace. Ball into the ceiling in this particular facility is being played as out of bounds. Ceiling's nice and high.
Absolutely love that. We'll go back to Bulava with the serve. What a nice, high, consistent toss from those Sweed servers right now on the top. As you see right there, Sunil going to Starkey off the touch right there.
Excellent swing. And this lineup that the Chicago Icemen are putting out here couldn't be more different than the one that we saw them use to beat Team Pineapple. Pineapple lineup extremely ball control oriented, much smaller, much less firepower. Right now, exclusively firepower across the board.
I think that they need that for the Icemen right now. Ooh. Smith on the sideline called that in and then immediately reframed that for out. He's like, oh, line gave me the out. I'm going to call that out.
Didn't have the clean enough spin, unfortunately. Andre Brown's been terrifying from the service line at some points this season. I'm sure he'll get another chance.
Right now, great serve from Boduk. One-handed setup. Sawicki gets the kill.
Nice grab by Sunil Thomas. That is a special piece of athleticism. We'll see it from both him and Snyder. Not the biggest setters, both about 6'1", and can fly above the net and make one-handed plays up there with the best of them.
Oh no, it's Colin Hackworth from the serving line.
Here he goes.
Top serve going for it. He'll find an out-of-bounds call.
I think the Icemen are a little bit shell-shocked right now.
I would be too.
Now, they understand the Sweed matchup very well. They know this team. They've been playing them for years in all sorts of different formats. But this energy level, I'm not sure anybody could have expected from the team on the far side.
And Snyder with a great top serve to go for it. Starkey's going to finish it. Snyder nearly had the pancake there, but I don't think anyone was in pursuit enough for that. McNerney was right behind him, but again, couldn't find that pickup.
Good swing by Stark, even a long-standing member of the Icemen, has played outside and opposite. Always a guy that they can call on and rely upon. Just a lot of trust in this Icemen team. They've been together as a group for a long time.
Love that. He has a great beard, too.
It is a very good beard.
Picked up by Bulava. Going to go straight to Tall Paul off the ceiling.
That's Tall Paul, nicknamed that for a very good reason. 7 feet tall, the tallest player on any VLA roster. And Merck was there, the libero for the Icemen, to dig that ball, but up into the rafters.
And now we got Austin Neese. He'll find an out too.
Neese, arguably the MVP of this matchup when they played yesterday morning, or yesterday, yeah, it was yesterday morning. Neese got a little bit angry in that 4th set and channeled that into some ridiculously good play down the stretch.
Anger, passion, potato, really whatever helps them win. And
wow.
McNerney with an amazing up, going back to Sageman for a kill.
You nailed it, Mike. That pass by Scott McNerney was absolutely outstanding. That's about as good of a serve as Scott Sawicki can hit. And McNerney put it right on Snyder's head. And again, Isaac Sageman looks amazing to start this match.
I wonder where Sunil's thinking right now. I think he's going right back to Andre Brown.
Wouldn't surprise me at all. Tall Paul's serve is typically pretty benign.
There's a nice hard float back there, but Hackworth's going to go for it. I stand corrected, and I stand in awe as Hackworth just puts down another one from that cross-court shot.
Guy's really good, eh? Been playing a lot of volleyball for a long time, had a pretty good overseas career, won a championship in the Czech Republic, which is a very good league.
Wow.
We're happy to have him back stateside.
Sunil Thomas with another serve. Going back for that run. Great top serve. Picked up by McNerney, though. Makes that look easy. Sunil with a great up. Going to be an out-of-system set. As Hackworth's going to chop at it. Going back to Bulava. Triple block.
Nice touch.
Very scuffed up. A joust from Andre Brown, who's going to find the block.
What a chase down by Dan Starkey. That was an inspired hustle play off the touch, and Andre Brown wins the joust. Superior net play from the experienced Canadian.
Yeah, Boduk's going to come for revenge right there. He thought he had that easy kill, but Andre Brown just put his arms up and did his work.
The size on these two teams right now is ridiculous. So let's see. The current front row, Icemen, 6'9", 6'9", 6'3".
6'3", yeah.
For Spicer. For Sweed, 6'7", 6'8", and then Snyder at 6'1", but plays well above that.
Might be bringing down the average right there.
Here's Sageman again, already has 2 aces.
Going for another one. Starkey's making that look easy.
What a pass.
And Hackworth's going to put it down. Austin Neese puts it up. Bulava with a roll shot over. Going straight to Andre Brown with a back behind the back tip. Up, back to Hackworth. An error from Andre Brown.
Yeah, miscommunication. I think Thomas needed help, didn't call for it early enough. Brown wasn't ready to play the ball. That's too bad. The Icemen had a couple good swings in that rally, but look at the scoreboard right now.
15-8.
15-8 is crazy.
I'm loving it, though.
No, me too. Swede has a statement to make, and they're writing it down right now.
And Sageman's going to be the pen for it right now. Going for another ace. He's probably aimed for Starkey again. Going for Merck.
Wow.
He's going to find an ace off of Merck.
3 aces already for Isaac Sageman, plus 1 for Bulava. 2 of those 4 aces against Colin Merck. This is a position that the Chicago Icemen, who are a championship caliber team year after year, this is a position they do not find themselves in very often. They are getting crushed.
And they don't do well in either, as we saw.
Right.
Hackworth.
Yeah, Hackworth needed that one. No really for Nice to go with 3 guys up in front of him, but that will help. If there's one guy, I mean, Sageman, to me, looks like the best player on the floor right now for either team. There's one guy that can answer that. It's Hackworth, his opposite counterpart.
And Luke Spicer going back to serve right now. Bit of a hero for the last match. Coming to do some more work. Sageman with the line kill. You cannot stop Isaac Sageman right now.
Whoa. I told you, Mike, I saw something in warm-ups in Isaac Sageman's eyes. There's just something different going on with number 27 in black right now.
The killer instinct. Bulava picked up by Starkey. Overpass.
Yes.
Snyder finishes it.
Jake Snyder. And more service pressure from the Chicago Swede. Bulava already has an ace and just forced an overpass against Starkey. Think about this reception lineup for the Icemen. Merck, really the only world-class receiver in this lineup. Either Spicer or Starkey are both decent targets.
But Spicer has a great up right there. Be a little bit low for Thomas. As Hackworth's going to make
nice
it work.
touch.
Sageman, dual kill for Sageman.
What an awesome dig by Chris Bulava as well.
Right.
Like a one-handed stab reaching to his left. This set is over, completely over. It is 19-9. Oh, look at this. Lewis Richard in the game and available for the Chicago Icemen. He started yesterday, played great against Sweed. Here he is.
Tell us about his defense, and will be enough to stop Bulava's serve
yes,
right now.
it should be. Richard is an outstanding ball control player.
Love to see it, and let's love to hear it right now.
Goes at him immediately
You're
and passes a
proven
dime.
right. But McNerney returns. Hack with the block. Austin puts it again. Snyder finishes it.
I love this kid. I love Jake Snyder. I can't get enough of watching him play. 24 years of age, only 6'1", is so physically minded. His eyes light up so big when he gets a chance to take a swing.
Look at that smile. He's looking right up to Boduk.
It is 20-9 right now, Mike. This is crazy.
What a set. Bulava with another serve. It feels like he's been serving for a generation right now. And what happened there?
That's okay.
A point for Sweed again.
I don't know about that. I think that may have
been a net.
Should have been a double contact call against Nice because that ball went over.
Okay.
And I think the first touch should not have been deemed a block, in my opinion. And then he made the second one. If he had truly been above the net trying to block that ball, it would have been a different story. But that's not the way that I interpreted it. But at the end of the day, it's 21-9. Like, this set's over. Sweed is going to win this first set.
And let's see what Bulava wants to do right now. As he'll aim for the net. I think he was going for Starkey right there, but just couldn't get that hand contact where he wanted to be.
That's okay. Dropped the elbow just a bit. 21-10. This is insane. This is shaping up to be a very, very quick first set. And the job of Andre Brown right now, along with the rest of the Chicago Icemen, equalize the momentum. Steal it back. Start set 2 on equal footing.
It's not worth it to try to win the set right now. It's just trying to get all the momentum you can. There's a great block right now from Hackworth and Sawicki. Wow. Thomas, low set.
Nice set.
Off the block. We have problems for Thomas. A problem for Thomas right now is he's been too low in the sets.
Yeah, that's just where the passes have been. But a setter of that caliber, he can get down low, practically sitting on the floor and still run his offense. That's really amazing to watch.
As Andre Brown goes back to serve right now. Wow. Snyder, back row to Bulava.
Yes.
What a great run.
Really good run. First pick we've seen in system from either team. But again, Scott McNerney, who's seeing a little bit more playing time at libero this weekend for Sweed. 2 full matches. He's been playing awesome. His reception numbers are very high right now.
And we also saw the Kurzak as the other libero for Sweed.
Yep.
Both Sweed liberos coming in full force. But Hackworth's going to go for it off of Boduk's hands. No middle pass for them today.
That's just pure height right there.
Right.
Hackworth straight over the top of Austin Neese, who's a good physical blocker at 6'4". Hackworth went right over him.
And then right now, talking about height, we got Paul Boyanzik in the front row for Sweed right now. as we get a little bit of moisture on the court right now. Here at the VLA, we like keeping our players safe. But Hackworth doesn't. He's, trying to murder the Sweed team right now.
Snyder's a front court setter for one more rotation. Watch him make a play.
It'll be
Didn't
out.
have to.
And look at them. They're picking him up. They know it was just a simple serving error.
Oh, yeah. Well, when you're down by a ton, you need to serve as aggressively as possible. It's
Right.
the only way you can get yourself back into a game.
And there's Snyder. There's Jake Snyder. Wow. I was watching the Justice League last night, saw Mike Snyder, Zack Snyder. My apologies.
Starkey's a dangerous server, too. Let's see what he's got here.
Going for it. Right to McNerdy's pass. Going back to Austin Neese. Off the net. It'd be a bump pass out to Hackworth. And another out for Hackworth right there. Cannot find the point. Be 24-13. And at this point, what can Icemen do but just let the next set go on?
Yep, that's exactly it. That bump set from Merck was not the best. Didn't give Hackworth enough time to get to that ball. Now Neese serving for the set. Ooh, a cut. I like the choice.
Love that. Going back to Hackworth. Off the head of Bulava.
Yep. When you got lineups for both teams that are this tall, you're going to get a lot of dudes with their heads above the net, and they're in the danger zone. Look at Bulava scratching his head.
Great time to learn about CTE and concussion prevention protocols.
We have had a couple concussions in the VLA before, but we're very careful about them when they happen.
Austin Neese, not at the best pass, but we're going to go out to Sageman, who's trying to make it work. So Neil Thomas back to Hackworth.
Nice dig.
Snyder with that. Down the line for Sageman.
How did he find that? I did not think Lewis Richard left any space down the line. Sageman absolutely dominant in that first set, and so was Sweed as a team. 25-14 is
that
ridiculous.
Might be the biggest divide in the score we've seen this entire weekend.
Yeah, it absolutely is, and it's one of the biggest beatdowns that the Icemen have ever suffered that I can remember. I've never seen them lose a set by double digits. And like we said, this is not a familiar spot for them. How are they going to respond?
I think it just comes down to their passing. They got to get rid of those serves earlier. We saw Sageman, we saw Swartz, and we'll see it again this next set. What does Icemen want to do to get their defensive and offensive conversions? They have Hackworth on the right, but they also have Starkey on the left. What offensive options do they want to use?
Yeah, they would like to be able to pass the ball well enough to use all of them, and that's
Right.
the difference. Sweed was tearing the cover off the ball from the service line, and very, very little that the Icemen could do. I do expect them to start Lewis Richard in this next set, though, and I
Yes.
think that'll help. Give him a bit of time after the first set was basically already lost to get himself into a game, get warm, get acclimated to game speed, and I expect him to be ready to go.
I think another good key point for the Icemen is trying to get Andre Brown activated.
Yeah,
They
yep.
want to see more from him, and it's going to be more of a factor for the Swede to go defend.
Agreed.
But right now, that's amazing volleyball.
It is amazing volleyball. This is a level that Sweed is playing at that I don't even think that I knew that they had. This is ridiculous levels of service pressure, of attacking firepower, of just energy and just fire that I can see. They are incredibly motivated to go 2-0 against their crosstown rivals this week.
I feel like I describe it as dangerously beautiful. I mean, it's
I like that.
like a rose with thorns. I don't know how much. I just want to absorb all of his impact of like what they're. Snyder, look at him.
Yeah, he's
Playing like
physical.
he's 7 feet. Jumped over, I think, the Iceman blockers, 2 of his put-downs.
They'll do that. The question is, though, can Sweed sustain this? It's not an when you're serving the ball this well, it's not an easy thing to sustain. Right. Serving is very volatile, so we'll see if they can keep it going. But let's take a look at the court and see what sort of lineup situations we got going on. Sure enough, Lewis Richard in for Icemen, and everything else is the same. Parker Swartz will start the set at middle blocker for Sweed so that he can serve once, and then we expect Paul Bolanczyk to go in for him after that.
So Neil Thomas going back to serve and to start the Iceman set. What is he going to do? He's going to... Unfortunate start for the serving run for Sunil Thomas.
Kind of like that serve, though. I like him going at position 1.
Right.
There's that jump serve can do a lot of damage, especially in that rotation.
Look who it is. Oh, no.
Oh, look who it is.
Oh, no.
You're right, Mike. Parker Swartz. Talked about him a lot from the service line this weekend.
Starkey tries to get that up as good as he can.
What a block by Bulava. Awesome.
Oh, that's...
All starts with a serve.
It's like a hammer with the same nail over and over. Sweed just want to put down Icemen as much as possible. I think they're doing a great job of that so far.
If this continues, this will be a potential franchise-altering win for Sweed.
Thomas out to Hackworth.
Wow.
Who will find the kill right in front of Schwartz's hands.
Nice rip by Hackworth on the left side, the opposite over there, and just that one rotation. I think the blockers for Sweed might have jumped a tiny bit early. I thought Boduk had a chance at him. So sure enough, Paul Blanzik in for Parker Swartz. He'll be the middle blocker once Boduk's turn is done.
I want to see some stuff from Boduk, though. He was really scary in the warm-ups. And unfortunately, another missed serve for the Iceman right there.
0 for 2 from the service line, but I feel like they feel emotionally like their service level needs to match Swede's, and that is
and the dangerous mentality.
Not an easy thing to do right now. Swede's serving the ball amazingly well, starting with this man, Isaac Sageman.
Let's see him go again. Right here from the back. That's insane. And
no.
Tries to find Andre Brown, and then Lewis Richard couldn't pick that up on the outside.
I'm not really sure what happened there. Maybe Andre just wasn't ready for the ball.
But Colin Merck actually with a really rare overpass from Merck.
He made up for it with the dig on the overpass swing. But yeah, that's how good that serve by Isaac Sageman was.
Let's watch this again. Up and away and into the net. First miss for Sageman tonight, but who cares when he's been having his serve?
That's okay. He's going to continue to be a huge X factor, and so is Andre Brown. This is about the time that a player of this caliber, who's just playing in the CEV Champions League last year, this is about the time for him to take the ball in his hands and have an impact.
Let's see. He'll find McNerney. Snyder has an option with Boduk, who will find the kill off the block.
Excellent. Excellent first ball side out from Sweed. I like that shot by Big Mike off the outside hand of Lewis Richard, who is in there helping as the blocker. And McNerney is passing the ball great right now, number 4 in orange.
Mike Boduk, representing like what tall Mikes really do. I'm with you, Mike.
Ooh.
That might be a no. That'll be out.
Yeah, good call. Ball definitely about a ball width wide. Good look though from Bulava. Again, I like the position 1 jump serve. I like that hook spin from the right-handed server.
I've been working on that myself for club. It's really dangerous.
It is dangerous, and you get a lot more space on the diagonal as well.
Yes, Hackworth. Let's see what he can do. Another back-to-back missed serves for both teams. Boduk going back to serve. Let's see what he can do.
Big Mike, a middle with a very good jump serve. Those are somewhat rare. And,
Mike, no!
Welcome to men's volleyball, boys and girls. Sometimes you get strings of consecutive service errors. It's unfortunate, but it does happen.
That's the game, folks.
Yep.
And Richard going back to serve right now. He'll find a float serve into Austin Neese's hands. Neese is going to go for the hit off of Scott Sawicki.
Good shot. Austin Neese has been quiet to start this match. They haven't even needed him to do that much because Sageman, Bulava, and the middles have been so good.
It's been a quiet force from the Swede right now. Ooh.
Another error this time from Snyder.
I think that's a good call. Sageman's calling for everyone to calm it down. Let's go for more main serves and misses right now.
Yeah, Swedes feeling themselves. Their energy levels are high. They're hot. They're intense, and it's producing a few too many service errors right now.
Yes, and now Scott Sawicki going back to serve. Oh, rough.
More service errors. It's unfortunate.
It is what it is. And now we got Neese with an actual made serve, but it's going to be a run over for Icemen in the free ball. McNerney, Snyder, back to Sageman.
Wow. Woo! Isaac Sageman is on another planet right now. Just The block looks invisible to him. He's playing with so much confidence, contacting the ball insanely high. And the Icemen need an answer, and I don't know if I see one. Ooh, a float serve. I like this.
And it's an ace.
Wow.
Not an ace, but
we can call that an ace.
We can call that an ace.
Yeah, I think we can go ahead and give Austin East an ace on that one. Normally one of the best jump spin servers on the team, but kind of adapting to the flow of the game. Too many service errors lately. Keeping the ball in play, and
he's
gets
aiming.
A bonus.
He's aiming for that Richard Starkey seam right
Exactly.
now. So, and there it is again. Off the high shoulder. Hackworth's going to have to try to make it work. Snyder with the jumping save. Sageman puts it down!
Oh my goodness. Great set by Bulava, first of all. But what? Where did this particular Isaac Sageman, where did this come from? This is remarkable.
He's a demon right there.
Yeah, timeout Icemen. I'm surprised that didn't happen earlier.
11-5.
After a string of service errors from both teams, Sweed now looking a little bit more like the straight-up unbeatable team we saw in the first set. This, man, I barely have words for how impressed I am with this Sweed level of play. This is incredible.
And it's all, you can chalk that up to a lot of Isaac Sageman. That's
for sure.
Setting that momentum, setting that power for the team. And great defense from McNerney and Snyder, who just saw us get a saving dig right there.
That was a very good play. Absolutely. Good point.
Wow.
And volleyball, those of us who have played it, we know volleyball, the most momentum-driven game in probably all of sports. And when your team is feeling themselves and your teammates are making plays, it's impossible not to just come along for the ride. And on the other side, it's like trying to stop a train.
Any subs do you think Iceman can make to try to save this?
I don't.
No.
This is an execution challenge and a mental challenge.
Wow.
Nice touch.
Starkey. Go back to Sageman again. Finally blocked by Andre Brown.
That'll help.
That will help.
That'll help. Andre Brown just proved to the Icemen that Isaac Sageman is in fact mortal in this match, and that could go a long way mentally.
Senior Thomas going back to serve right now. Might see Paul Bolanczyk on the front run from the middle, trying to pull off Andre Brown right there. Depends on how good of a pass we're going to get from McNerney. It'll actually be Bulava. And we're around the front from Bulava, who's going to have a...
That is a net violation.
Oof.
Yeah, Andre Brown gives the thumbs up right away,
Yeah.
Admits it.
Love the honesty.
Oh, definitely. It's unfortunate, though, because Merck did dig that ball.
Yes. And tall Paul Bolanczyk going back to serve. Richard off the high hands. Blocked by Sageman.
And a mean mug stare down when he lands. I can't, man. Whether or not Sweed wins this match, I am going to go talk to Isaac Sageman and figure out what is going on in his brain right now.
If looks could kill, this would be a massacre from Isaac Sageman right now.
100%.
He is in a locked-in facial mode right now.
Couldn't have said it better.
Merck back to Starkey. He's going to try to find his own kill. Picked up by Snyder.
Ooh.
Back to Bulava. Richard with a good pickup, going right out to Hackworth with the long ball. Blocked by Boduk. Back to Hackworth again. Tipped over, and no cover right there.
Nice choice. I really like that off-speed shot from Colin Hackworth.
Yes.
Showing he's got a little bit of beach experience as well. Oof. He would be a terrifying guy to play against on the sand. My goodness.
I would not want to block that.
No.
Great up. Snyder looking for the option. He'll find Boduk. Right back to Hackworth. Tip. Pancake from McNerney. Boduk with a joust. He'll get over. Out to Richard.
Oh my goodness.
Isaac Sageman 1v1 block with Lewis Richard. And the entire bench goes wild.
No way.
Who is going to stop Isaac Sageman?
No way. I don't believe it.
Look at the Icemen bench. They are in disbelief. What a monster serve. And Andre Brown, that's in.
That ball's in, definitely.
Yep.
Ball's in, definitely. Really good first ball side out. But sometimes, Mike, what we say, not all points are created equal. That stuff block by Isaac Sageman is worth way more than just the one on the scoreboard that you see. Wow.
Wow. Andre Brown going back to serve right now. He'll find Bulava, who's going to get a great pickup right there.
Ooh, look at that run.
Swift run right there. Hackworth, who's going to get a kill.
Nice block, nice defense. Good pickup by Starkey. Sawicki reading that attack from Big Mike as he kind of ran along the net, jumped off 1 foot and rotated. Sawicki knows that well because he likes to run it. That certainly helps with the scouting report.
It's a great run, really momentum driven. Nice with a good pass. Back into Bulava, who is being picked up by Sageman.
Oh, I don't know about that from Snyder.
It gives it right to Andre Brown.
Yeah.
And it'll be turned to a point for Hackworth.
Yeah, Snyder apologizes right away. That attack was not going to score. Got to set your hitters on that play.
With that ball, I don't know what options he had. Could have tried to
Bulava, Sageman, Bick. I think there were plenty. Icemen within 4 here.
Oh, you're coming back. Andre Brown kind of being the lead of the charge right there. Bulava, not the best pass we've seen from him, but he's going to get a decent hit off that. Starkey's running for
nice chase down.
Free ball, McNerney. Killing position right now for the Swede. It's going to be right off the block from the pick of Austin Neese.
Great choice by Snyder. I really like that choice to Neese out of the Bick, and unfortunate for the Icemen because that chase down was very impressive. Way to bring it back. Also, amazing bump set by Snyder on the side out play because that pass from Bulava was difficult.
And now Chris Bulava, he had a great serving run last set. Let's see what he can do now. Going straight to Merck. And Lewis Richard with a great deep cross kill. Welcome
to the match number 7 in blue. Lewis Richard out of Long Beach State, 2-time national champion. People forget, in 2019, Lewis Richard was the second starting outside hitter across from TJ DeFalco when Long Beach State won the national title. This man has played at extremely high levels.
Wow. Wow, actually, wow. Then we got Colin Hackworth going back to serve right now. Let's see what he can do.
Oh, no.
Oh.
That in the business, we call that a spatch. That ball was spatched out of bounds, not a single bit of spin on it.
As we go right back to Boduk. Had a decent serving run earlier in the set. And he'll get an ace!
Wow! Right on cue, Mike. You nailed it. Big Mike right into the seam, untouched. And that's going to require some conversation between Starkey and Richard.
I feel like Richard forgot the first rule. Yeah, play defense first.
You do. Fantastic serving, though. I mean, it's hit hard. It's hit directly in between the two receivers. You couldn't have located that better.
Love that seam. Going for it. Finds Merck. Neese is nice with it.
Sure is. It is 18-11. And look at Big Mike fanning himself off. He's too hot. Got to cool him down.
And a lot more moisture on that ball.
Yeah.
I had to switch that out a couple times here.
Icemen still searching desperately for some answers. That'll help.
Yep. 18-12. Icemen riding on. Lewis Richard going back to serve right now. You told me earlier he was good from the line. We saw an ace from him. But McNerney, great pass. Going out to Neese.
Oh, nice touch.
Off of Sunil's block. Sunil finds Starkey. McNerney has to run for it. And Neese can't go for it.
That is a really good swing by Dan Starkey.
Love that.
Really, really good swing. His team needed it. Excellent dig. And the block touch by Thomas was huge as well.
Bulava, great standard pass, going for it. And Paul Bolanzik, great hit. Sunil has to toss that over.
Got to get dug.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody on the Iceman side expected Neese to even be able to hit that ball.
No.
Because it was so far off the net, so far outside the sideline, and I have a huge amount of respect for Neese taking a swing. I love that.
Physics was working against him at that point.
It was, but the Iceman got to be prepared. You got to hang in on defense, get that ball off the floor.
Snyder to serve, Richard to receive, block from Sweed. Going back to Starkey again, triple block.
Wow.
And he will find his own point.
That is a world-class swing. You have 3 guys up in front of you. 6'6", massive hands, fearlessly challenges him, hits it into the deep cross-court corner, unstoppable. That's so good for number 9 in blue.
We got Scott Sawicki, who has been a great player for the Icemen this past weekend. Let's see what he can do now. As he'll find McNerney.
What a pass!
Wow, rolling for that. Another great dig up.
Oh, just out of bounds. I like the look. He turned it just barely too far across his body.
Isaac Sage is only human. He'll make his own mistakes.
Maybe just on the left side anyway. Two great touches by McNerney, the Sweed libero in that play.
We'll see Sawicki again. Great run from Sawicki. Going to be Austin Neese to pick that up. And, ooh, I don't know what that was.
Keeps it alive somehow.
Worked that. Andre Brown.
Got the touch, definitely.
Yeah, Paul Blanzy with the touch, 16-19.
You don't see very many middle blockers taking out-of-system swings in the middle of the court, but a good choice there from Brown. And we got a ball game all of a sudden.
Wow. I don't have words. I usually talk a lot, but I don't have words.
Yeah, same here. I mean, I'm still sort of reeling from that one-on-one stuff block that Sageman had on Lewis Richard earlier in the set, but credit to the Icemen. They have started to reestablish a little bit of control. They have dug a couple balls. They have slowed Swede's offense down, terminated in transition, and Sawicki is a good guy to have at the line right now.
Yes.
What we call him a green light server, a guy who's having full latitude to be as aggressive as he wants every single attempt from the service line, no matter the situation.
And we see the Swede a little bit. Their backups are a little bit lighthearted, a little bit warmed up, ready to go in if they need to.
Oh, they won't be needed.
They won't be needed.
No, this group that's out there for Sweed right now is absolutely the right crew to get this thing done. But the job of the bench in a situation like this is provide feedback and provide huge amounts of energy.
Love that. As we go back to Sawicki with the serve. Out from Sawicki. What a great timeout call.
Absolutely.
Icemen get iced on that one.
Coach's point by Coach Tyler Boyce of Sweed.
Great pickup from Starkey. Going back to himself. And no defense from the Swede could pick that up.
Give and go. Dan Starkey having himself a really nice match right now. Perfect float serve pass with the hands off Austin Neese.
I can't tell if we see the Swede trying to step off the gas right now or the Iceman just pushing it back on.
This is the Icemen's emotional response, and it's what they needed to do, and I'm impressed by it. The problem is they've still got work to do on the scoreboard.
Yes. Sunil Thomas going back to serve right now. Neese going to pick it up. Great pass. Going straight to Balava. And what are we going to get the call with?
Yeah, he came up short. That ball never cleared the net. That set by Snyder wasn't high enough. Bulava, I know this. I set Chris Bulava every week in the league in Chicago. He needs the ball high. He needs time to go and get it.
Noted.
Not like some outside hitters who like lightning fastballs to the pins.
We call that a shoot ball in our own club days. Remember to Snyder. Snyder, one-handed Sageman.
Nice fix. That is such a good play by Jake Snyder.
Love that.
I think in a lot of situations he would have tried to send that over. Well, he's a back row player. He had no choice but to try and set it. But to get that up into some kind of a hittable position is a pretty special play. And at that particular time, Swede needed it. And here comes Parker Swartz back in for Belanzik to serve.
Swartz, the menace of the server. Wow, picked up by Hackworth. Out to Starkey. Blocked over.
Oh, ball popped straight up. Bulava and Boduk had no idea where it was. And it fell harmlessly on the Swede side. That's too bad. Swede got exactly what they wanted, a bad pass off of Parker Swartz's serve.
And Starkey's going back to serve right now. He's been really good from that back line. 19-21. He has some work, and it's really possible for him.
Float serve. I'm very surprised, and that is not a good service error. Not a good service error at all.
Rob, you okay? Rob?
I know I hate missed float serves, but especially from Starkey, man. He is a good jump spin server. Be aggressive.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
More of a chance for Isaac Sageman to have his fingerprints all over this game. Oh. That thing had a vicious tail to it. Definitely out of bounds by probably a foot and a half. Richard just could do nothing but pray, and his prayers were answered.
Andre Brown going back to serve right now. Again, same position that Starkey was in. He has an option right now. Can they go for the lead? Or are they going to try to hold the Sweed back as much as they can as they go into the third set?
What sort of service option is Brown going to go for here? The traditional floater or the hard hit hybrid? We'll see.
I think he's going for the hybrid, straight to Bulava. But it's going straight to Nice. Snyder has to run for it a little bit. Sageman's going to get it. Off the block of Sawicki. Richard, blocked by Boduk.
Uh-oh, this is going to be tricky.
Nope.
And that's into the ceiling. Yeah, that's too bad. Pretty good block coverage, but Hackworth a little aggressive on the bump set attempt, and nothing Richard could do to run it down. That is a clutch block. I think Mike Boduk got that one for Sweed, if I'm not mistaken. And there is a big difference between, it could have been 22-21, instead 23-20. Massive difference there, and Abulava to serve.
Great serve, picked up by Starkey. Sneal in a good position to send Richard, who will find his own kill.
Nice angle. Really nice cross-court angle inside the block there by Lewis Richard. And his injection into this lineup has really helped the Icemen a lot. We'll see if we can get the same thing here from Tim Faulkner, founder of the franchise, in off the bench as a service substitute.
And Tim's got it. I think Tim's got it. McNerney.
Not a good pass.
Going straight to Nice. Right over. Tipped up to Richard.
Another big block. Oh, wait, is it? No, that ball's down on the Sweed side.
Oh, no.
Apologies, I did not see that correctly the first time.
Snyder didn't see it either.
Yeah, Richard was somehow able to find some space and get it through. And timeout, Sweed. We got a 1-point game. This is remarkable. Such an impressive emotional response by the Chicago Icemen.
That's unbelievable, as we now get Tim Faulkner leading the charge from the serving line right now. Also back on defense.
I think he's in for Hackworth too, which is really surprising. So,
well, how's Hackworth's defense?
Oh, it's good, but but what's most important, you need that attacking option in the back row on the right side. You take that out, you really limit yourself if you get a ball into transition. But it worked right there for the Icemen, so clearly they know better than I do.
Let's see if they can converge that to another 2 points, maybe even 3, to keep this set going.
Faulkner back to serve, rotation 5 receive. Snyder a front court setter with Boduk and Nice for Sweed.
Faulkner to serve, straight up to Bulava, back to Sageman.
Out of bounds, no touch, and we're tied. I can't believe that the Icemen have clawed back into this in such a way. This is really impressive.
As we have Faulkner back to serve, he'll find McNerney. Back to Boduk. Out on Boduk.
I don't like that choice at all. You took Isaac Sageman. Oh my goodness, the sportsmanship. Scott Sawicki just called his own touch.
No way.
He did. Scott Sawicki called his own touch. So I did think in real time that ball changed direction just a little bit. Nobody caught it, but Sawicki just called his own touch and has given Sweed set point.
I appreciate you, Scott Sawicki.
Incredible sportsmanship. Incredible sportsmanship.
And we have to Merck. Out to Richard.
What a cover.
Blocked.
Oh!
Blocked again by Schwartz.
Amazing coverage, but 2 great blocking plays. Parker Schwartz as sort of the closer at middle blocker. Scott Sawicki's going to be thinking about that. Should he have just taken that favorable call to the bank instead of calling his own touch? And it turns into Sweed winning the set in 25-23 in the most dramatic fashion maybe of the whole weekend.
Morally, he's in the right space.
For sure.
As a team,
this is sports.
This is sports.
The sports. I don't think you have any obligation to call that on yourself. certainly is honorable, and he should feel good about it in some way. But without any replay system in play here in the VLA this weekend, we don't have the ability to take a look at that and reverse it. So,
but also, if the team's coming down to that one call to decide how that set's going to go, it's kind of, you have to look at like the lead up to that set. It's been a monster of a set from the Swede right now with Sageman and Snyder and Boduk really all coming into play right there. And again, one call from Sawicki, I don't think that's going to really make the difference for how that was going to go.
Well, we'll see, because now it's another test of the Icemen's ability to respond. I really think they had a chance, and they probably think that they had a chance to come back and steal that set.
I agree.
The very, very narrow margins by the tip of a fingernail for Scott Sawicki. And yeah, look at that. He just got knuckles from our official Luis Ventura saying, like, thank you for calling that. Yeah. He's saying the official's talking to him about it. That's going to be, man, I wonder what sort of effects that's going to have on the league for the rest of the season, is the impact of that self-call.
Well, we also know that Swede, they were in this position at the start of the day with Team Pineapple. Up 2-0. What's going to happen right now with the Icemen?
That's a great point. Swede in their match earlier, they did get reverse swept from up 2-0 to losing the match 3-2. Anything is possible. We have seen ridiculous things in VLA history. We've seen ridiculous things this weekend. And if you're the Icemen, despite the result there, which I still think there will be a lot of conversation about, the way that they are playing, they need to feel much better going into this third set versus how they did going into the second, because they have neutralized what Swede was doing well a lot better. They've started to generate their own opportunities with some advantages.
Completely agree. And so will be not the starting middle right now. Be Merck, Richard, Hackworth, Starkey, Sunil, and Brown, as we get Parker Schwartz to start the serving run for the Swede.
Yep, going to be the same trick for Swede. Schwartz will start serving, and then Belancic will come in for him. And that is very close.
Right.
Very close, but just out of bounds. And Belancic will come in for the switch. So Thomas back to serve. Boduk, the current middle blocker for Swede.
Sunil with a great serve, picked up by Bulava, going straight back to Sageman.
Through the block of Brown.
Yes.
Yeah, Andre's shaking his head as he comes down. He was so close. His body was there. His arms just didn't get over the net just barely fast enough to block that ball. Very close.
And Sageman with a serve puts Sunil in a tough spot. Gonna find Hackworth. Triple block with Bulava on the left side.
That is a good-looking triple block from Swede. The lineup that they were using in the last match, I saw some weaknesses in their triple blocking. Not good timing, not good spacing. That one was fantastic. 6 hands all right next to each other, no gaps.
Love that. Now Sageman's going back to serve. Another aggressive one. Probably aiming for Richard right now. I called it.
Wow. I mean, sometimes when you're a server, that there are just so many random little factors, whether you're feeling it or not. It is worth pointing out, this is the gym and this is the court where Swede practices. Isaac Sageman has more reps serving in this exact court than anywhere else in the city or probably in the country. So maybe that's contributing to why he's serving the ball so well, even despite that one.
We're going back to Starkey to serve. I kind of realized that the Iceman jerseys blend in with the floor.
Yeah, they do, especially the light blue on the libero jersey. It's cool. It's a good look.
Oh, unfortunate return from Starkey right there. Got to keep his head up high.
Starkey returns the favor with the error. Now Bulava's turn. 4-2 start for Swede.
Hopefully we don't see another start of the set run like this. Great pickup on Starkey. Back to Hackworth. 1v1 block with Nice, and he'll find the kill.
Perfection right there from the Icemen. Yeah, Sawicki giving Starkey some love because that pass was fantastic. That made the play.
Brown serves over, going to find Nice. And
oh no.
Is that a net?
That is not a good net violation by Hackworth. That should have been pretty much a free ball chance from where Nice was. And Hackworth, I think, touched the bottom of the net.
Yeah.
That is not a good mistake.
As Boduk goes back to serve right now, we've seen him consistently from the back line. His defense hasn't been the best, but again, whose defense can be when you're facing amazing attackers like these. Tipped up. Snyder
Nice
gets
cover.
the block. Merck has to go back for it. Snyder gets a free ball. Out of system attack right now. Going back to Sageman.
Takes the setter out of the play.
Going back to Hackworth. A great pickup from Bulava.
Oh, another costly, aggressive mistake from Snyder. You're going to take with the good with the bad when you're a Sweed fan about number 12 in black just trying to make plays. I think he might have lost that ball up in the ceiling, but that was a good touch from Bulava and a chance to run the offense, and he didn't take advantage of it.
As now we go back to Hackworth with the serve.
It's like floor is clean, ready to go.
Out of bounds on Hackworth. I thought that was dropping down just in time. A little bit of a screwball right there.
You could tell from the sound of that hand contact that serve was not going to catch the court. Not good hand contact.
But Snyder goes back to serve right now. Gonna find Starkey. Sunil in a good position right now. Finds Richard. Tipped over. Picked up by Snyder. McNerney out of system pass to Sageman.
Nice dig by Hackworth.
Hackworth's gonna get his own tack. And out of bounds by Hackworth right there.
Again, that bump set from Merck is not high enough for Hackworth.
No.
He needs that ball higher. He needs more time to get his feet to the ball. Now, he probably should keep the ball in play.
Yes.
But that is a decent chance at this level. You got to give your guy a chance to score legitimately.
Thank you.
Wow, that was very close to our camera. Leave it. That ball's fine. We got plenty.
Yeah, they do. Thank you, Mikasa. Richard with a nice little float serve.
Ooh, I like that short serve a lot.
Love that.
Yes.
That's turned into a point for the Icemen.
Pretty much an ace serve, dropping off a cliff right after it passes the tape, and a rare passing error from McNerney.
Up and over, going to be picked up by McNerney. Tall Paul, no net, and a good point for Sweed.
Heck of a dig by Merck. That's too bad. That's a really good touch.
Yes.
Digging the quick is one of the most difficult things to do in all of volleyball, but unfortunately right into the net, and the Icemen couldn't fish it out. 2-point Sweed lead again.
Austin Nice, great serve. Starkey has to tip it over. What's Snyder going to do? Going to find Sageman.
Nice touch.
Going back to Hackworth with an attack. Blocked by Bulava.
Chris Bulava's blocking has been a big story. I mean, tallest outside hitter on either team. He's 6'7". He certainly should be able to block well.
Yes.
But a couple key points where the Icemen have had transition swings, he's shut down Colin Hackworth and taken that point back.
Going straight out to Starkey. And it'll find the ceiling for a point for the Icemen. It's 9-7. Both teams neck and neck right now.
Dan Starkey is having himself a match right now.
Yes.
And a big reason why the Icemen have gotten at least kind of back into this thing. Despite the scoreboard, it feels like they're playing much better volleyball than before.
Sawicki to serve. McNerney with a good pass. Not the best for Snyder.
Oh.
As Andre Brown with a shutdown block.
That is a big-time move by number 99 in blue. That is big time.
My fears of him are cemented.
Yes, they are. And Bulava is going to have that one in the back of his mind his next couple swings.
Back to Sageman, who's going to find maybe another kill. Hackworth has to run for it.
Out of bounds, unfortunately. Yeah, just ran out of room. No pursuit allowed with this court configuration. And yeah, that's what they're getting clarity on there on the Icemen side, because Hackworth did bring that ball back.
Yes.
But definitely the correct call by our down official. Given that there's no pursuit, you can't bring that ball back once it's past the net, even on the outside of it.
Really? All right. Bolanczyk, good serve. Gonna straight out to Starkey.
Nice touch.
Paul.
That ball has to be dug. That is a good block touch, and Tall Paul's got to handle that ball better.
Yeah, it's really hard to curve your arms around for that one when you're running for that, too. I don't think Paul was ready for anything right there.
That play's got to get made.
And now we got Sunil Thomas, setter extraordinaire for the Icemen right now. Great serve, picked by Nice. Boduk, short tip. Hackworth gets the over. Boduk finishes it off of Merck's chest.
Off the chest or the shoulder or whatever, and Chris checking on him, Bulava checking on him to see if he's good to go. He is. I mean,
there you go.
Merck is a high-level libero. His job is to get smoked by the ball. That means he's in the right spot. Heck of a swing by Big Mike, though. Big opportunity here for Isaac Sageman from the service line.
There we go, Isaac Sageman, the monster of the match right now. Merck makes it look easy. Great run!
Love it.
That was in.
Yeah, that ball's right on the baseline. I love that run by Jake Snyder. That's a really, really good set choice.
And great job by Nice for being able to complete that.
And Nice is giving him a hard time because he successfully avoided running over the center line.
Tony Price might have to ask him a thing or two. Sorry, Tony. You're really nice.
I have no idea where that volleyball went. Oh, I think it's behind us.
Yes.
That's okay. We've got plenty more.
There we go.
We're amassing a collection up here.
No, stay away, Barajas. Stay away. We want our balls.
He can get him.
Okay. Yeah, he can do anything. I can't wait. Starkey back to Sageman. That's in. That's in.
Yep, comfortably. We call that the Langle shot. Line angle hybrid. It's like outside the block as if it's a line shot, but it's way inside the sideline as if it's an angle shot. And what that tells me is that the block is leaving too much line. You got to get closer to the antenna. 13-10, I think, should be the score.
Yes. And then we go back to Hackworth with a great over. And Boduk finds it down.
Big Mike.
Sweed on a killing run right here.
He is up there. He practically hit that just straight over the block. Timeout Icemen, I believe. Yeah, 14-10. We'll get that score corrected.
Wow.
Yeah, there it is.
Rob, looking back this whole match, I don't know what the Swede came out here with, because we haven't seen this all weekend from them.
No, I mean this is. I mean, I've watched a lot of VLA volleyball. I've watched Swede play for years. This is that first set was the highest level of volleyball ever produced by a Swede team, and the fact that they have, for the most part, kept that up is equally impressive. Because the Icemen were clearly shell-shocked on their heels in that first set. Certainly the drama late in the second set with Sawicki calling his own block touch that could have been an Icemen point. But Sweed has an opportunity right here to finish the weekend 3-1, beat their crosstown rival again, and just really change a narrative that the Chicago Icemen might not own this division anymore.
No.
And we have two substitutions on the Icemen side. One is Enrique Barajas. He's coming in for Starkey to pass. The other is Luke Spicer in for Hackworth at opposite. That's an interesting one.
That is an interesting one. Losing that height there, too.
You do. Hackworth maybe not having the best game.
And Andre Brown punches a good kill right there. Good side out of that timeout.
Yeah, that was exactly the side out they needed out of the timeout. 14-11 the score.
Andre Brown going back to serve now. We'll see what we can do. Brown back to serve. Finds McNerney. Not the best pass for McNerney, and an ace for Brown.
Scott McNerney has passed some incredibly difficult spin serves today. He's passed them phenomenally well, but it's actually a couple of float serves that have gotten the better of him.
They're a little bit hard to read.
They are. I mean, float serves are very effective. There's a reason why so many guys that even still at this level still use them.
McNerney gets some retribution, though. Goes try to Nice.
Oh!
stuffed by Spicer.
What an impact. Luke Spicer straight off the bench and a massive right-handed seal to shut down Nice. Big move right there.
Spicer's getting hot right now. Let's see what he can do from the attacking line right now.
Yeah, that's the question. How soon will they be able to get him in the mix attacking?
Andre Brown, picked up by Nice. Out to Sageman. Great pickup by Brown right there. Good cover. And Richard's going to go off the hands. And it is all tied up right now with a great effort from the Icemen.
Timeout, Sweed. Just fantastic work by the Icemen out of that timeout. A side out and then 3 points in a row on the serve of Andre Brown. Exactly what they needed. I'll tell you what, Mike, like the level of volleyball this weekend has been very, very high. We've seen a lot of drama. We saw the crazy five-setter between these two teams yesterday, the five-setter between Sweed and Pineapple yesterday.
Everyone's having 5 sets.
And this morning, we saw 42-40 yesterday evening. But the level of volleyball has never been higher than it is right now. There's just an intensity level increase that these two teams have brought to cap off the weekend.
And while the Icemen are hanging on right now, they're going to get this to a 4th set. And the Sweed really just poured everything on. They're not letting off the gas. I love it. This is volleyball right here.
This is what it's all about. And dead equal on the scoreboard, at least for this set. And the Icemen seem to have a little bit of momentum right now for the first time in the match.
Andre Brown going back to serve. Will he get ice? No, he won't.
Oh, wow.
Almost get an ace, but a great setup by Nice.
Middle dig.
Yeah, love that. Richard with the tip. That works out for Richard.
That ball's got to get dug. I think that's either Mike Boduk or Jake Snyder's ball. That shouldn't be Isaac Sageman's ball.
All right.
But credit to Andre Brown. In middle, making a defensive play, and the Icemen take the lead.
Love that.
And good serving, too.
Middles can pass, too.
I wouldn't go that far. I would say that middles can dig balls. Sometimes.
Let me have something, Rob. Let me have something.
Wow. Love it. Really nice answer from Snyder, going to Bulava out of the back row.
And here we go again. Not sure how many timeouts both teams have used. I think it's just one from the Sweed, right?
I think one each.
As we go back from Boduk for the serve. Top serve from Boduk. And
no foot fault called. The Icemen wanted it.
Up from the foot. Sunil with the one-handed up. Richard. And wow, what a behind-the-back hit from Spicer. Go back to Sageman. And ball don't lie. Sageman with the error.
He overran that a little bit, and as the Icemen yelled for the foot fault, our up official, amazing work by the officials, immediately signaled, no, absolutely not. I saw it. He was behind the line.
Silence.
And now the Icemen did win the point anyway, and they retake the lead.
As we got Spicer coming back now. Great top serve from Spicer all day. But out on Spicer. 16-16.
Snyder staying down with the float serve. A little surprised.
Back to Spicer. Out on Spicer right there.
And Chicago, I was about to say Chicago. They're both Chicago teams.
Yes.
The Icemen just not getting the production that they were expecting out of the opposite position. They weren't getting it out of Colin Hackworth. And not that everything was his fault. I don't think he was getting a lot of very good opportunities, but that's the job of the opposite. You got to be efficient in tough spots.
Not at all here. And we got Richard trying to make a move. He will over Sageman.
Good play by Lewis Richard. Just shoved that ball through the block. Knew that if he took a real swing at it, there would be no chance.
That just shows his volleyball IQ that's been really proven over this entire match.
Absolutely.
He knows what he's got to do in every situation.
Here he is serving.
And McNerney out to Paul. Won't find a kill there. And neither will Starkey as he'll be out of bounds.
Oh, wait. A touch is called.
On who?
Yes, a touch on Paul. A touch on tall Paul. The up official is signaling touch on number 3.
And Paul's trying to shake that off.
Paul disagrees, but a good point in the chat. My buddy Josh Daly is watching. He says that there will be plenty of volleyball karma back in the Icemen's favor for that Sawicki touch call, and they might have just gotten one there.
Wow.
Nice block.
Paul over. That's just 7 feet of monster right there. Wow.
Sure enough.
Tall Paul really getting back for that call. Not that there's anything to get back to, but like that was a little bit of a momentum kill.
Yeah, he felt like he was owed one. I respect that. Make a play. If you feel like you're owed one, just go make a play.
And really made Sunil look short.
Yeah, he makes a lot of people look short. Nice
and
run
so
there.
Ricky gets his own kill right there. The middles are coming in full force. Love that.
Me too.
Middles. They call us middles because we are not mid.
There's this is a big serve right here from Scott Sawicki. He has game-changing potential from the service line.
And this could be also a game changer for Sweed, as it'll be out of bounds.
Barely.
Very barely.
Yeah, but Bulava's signaling, like shaking his head like, boy, I dodged a bullet on that one, and he sure did. If that ball was inbounds, there was nothing he could do.
And Bulltice on the Iceman bench is just in disbelief.
Yeah.
He's like, oh.
Real close.
We're getting back to Tall Paul with the serve. Picked up by Starkey. Good position for Starkey.
Oh, another block by Sageman.
Shut down by, wow.
What a match Isaac Sageman is having.
And the Swede will get back in the lead right now, 2019. That was a good year.
On Tall Paul's serve, of all things.
You're like, hey, well, that's what's going to happen. Starkey going back to Brown, and Paul nearly gets that up.
You know what was great about that swing by Andre Brown? There were 3 blockers against him.
Wow.
Everybody on Swede knew that's where the ball was going. They were all kind of there, but they couldn't slow him down.
No. And Sunil Thomas going back to serve right now. He's in a really focused face right now. Locked in. Top serve from Sunil.
Oh, no way!
Ace from Sunil Thomas.
A tape trickler. Volleyball karma is in their favor. Josh in the chat, you nailed it, dude. Iceman, he says, Iceman have a tape ace incoming for good karma, and sure enough.
Is this guy a fortune teller on our chat?
Just another Purdue volleyball player.
Wow.
Program that creates some smart dudes, just saying.
All right. I see you. I see you.
Timeout Swede. The Icemen lead and have a very legitimate chance to win this 3rd set.
I love it. I mean, this is what volleyball is about. They have a chance to extenuate this match to what could possibly be the best match of the entire weekend.
I think it's the best match of the weekend, and we've seen some crazy ones. Like there have been some crazy matches, but this is the highest level match of the weekend, and I don't think it's particularly close.
I agree with you then. As we get back out to the match right here, and look at me close. I can really taking out sports right there.
Really, really big serve right here from Sunil Thomas.
Let's see what he can do. Great up by McNerney. Back to Bulava. We'll find it out. That is no good for Bulava.
Just barely. Yep. Good service pressure. Bulava hit the only shot that he could, but the Icemen block took away everything they needed to take away and forced the error across court. That is a huge break point for the Chicago Icemen.
22-20. They have the chance right in here to keep the match going. And
wow.
What a powerful serve from Sunil. And Sageman will put it down.
Fantastic first ball side out from Swede. That was a bomb from Sunil Thomas. Absorbed brilliantly. But now Swede needs a point on their serve from somewhere, and this would be a good guy to get it for him.
It's Sageman. We've seen the hard serves from him all match. Let's see if he can do it again. Wow. No ceiling.
No ceiling.
Still good.
Free ball, though.
Spicer has to take it. Go out to Bulava. Great. What a scrappy defense from the Iceman right here. Bulava has to get out again.
Yes.
Off of Sunil. Tied up by Boduk.
I think that might have been a facial. Yes, I think it was. Sunil looking at his nose. That ball was a heater from Big Mike.
I wouldn't want to defend that.
Sunil's fine. He's good to go. He was in the right spot. That was all about Sageman's service pressure. That got us equal here, 22-all. Can he do it again?
I think he can, and maybe he will. might have been a football. No one called it.
Oh, an unforced error by Luke Spicer into the antenna down the line off of a perfect Merck pass and a good set. That is not a good mistake.
And they're switching out the ball again. Okay, every time we switch out the ball for a serve, they have missed.
Interesting.
So, also we got to watch the foot of Sageman right here. I don't know if anyone missed that. And I stand corrected
Overpassed.
on both.
Yes!
No way!
Chris Bulava.
Bullying Sunil Thomas.
And Isaac Sageman delivered the serve. If you get an overpass swing like that, you better turn around and thank your server. Isaac Sageman, with one of the matches of his life, has a chance to finish it off. Match point Swede, 24-22 in the third.
For what could be one of the best games in Swede history. Here's the serve. Sageman will find Starkey. Not an ace. It's still up. Merck sends it over. Bulava. Snyder. Back run to Nice.
Nice block, nice coverage.
Snyder. Out to Bulava. Picked up again. Boduk with the over. Sunil.
Through the block of Boduk and down somehow.
Richard keeps it going.
That was an insane scramble by the Icemen. I can't believe they kept that ball alive. Thought that Richard, as he dove for it initially, might have come up a little bit slowly.
Yeah.
Didn't look like he was feeling very good, but he ended up getting the kill to win that point. And yeah, he's going to take all the time that they need to get the floor clear on both sides. That was an insane effort from the Icemen to avoid, just to fight off a match point.
Romano looked really scared on the sideline right there. He nearly got in the way. It's like, that's the wrong point to get in the way of.
He was about to get tackled.
Move!
Match point number 2 for Sweed. Dan Starkey at the service line for the Icemen represents their last chance. Must have this point.
Starkey with a serve.
And he missed it out of bounds.
That's
unbelievable. A potentially franchise-defining win for the Chicago Swede. They sweep their crosstown rivals 3-0 in the match, and they sweep their crosstown rivals 2-0 on the weekend. That is an insane performance, and there is so much that we're going to be going back and talking about there. I'm thinking about that touch call from Scott Sawicki, the honorable sportsmanship call at the end of the second set. Did it cost them? We will never know, but it certainly is something we'll be talking about.
I think that it comes down to how well Sweed played.
They did. They absolutely are in this game, and I can't wait to hear from one of them. Mike, could you do me a favor and go get Isaac Sageman?
I'm so scared about getting him.
Yeah, he's pretty fiery right now. But don't worry, I'll talk him off the ledge. That is a truly special performance from the Chicago Swede, ladies and gentlemen. That will set them up incredibly well for the rest of their season. And with that, the next event that either of these two teams will be playing is the Central Division Cup in mid-March in Cincinnati, Ohio. And you would have to think that these are the two teams that will go into the tournament as the favorites to win. They'll enjoy some well-deserved time off, get some guys healthier, get some guys some rest, get back in the gym for practice. And on his way up to chat with us is none other than Isaac Sageman. Get over here, Isaac. Oh my goodness. Isaac Sageman, ladies and gentlemen, after I just called it on the broadcast at the end of that match, I think that's a franchise-defining win for your team.
Hey, you can say that again. That was incredible, honestly. That game, we were all just on the same page. Everything was clicking. I'm at a loss for words, honestly. I'm just so juiced right now.
I could tell that you were. I could even tell in warm-ups, the way that you were hammering balls in warm-ups here in front of us, that I thought you might have a little something extra for this one. Was there some particular motivation for this game for you personally, or were you just extra locked in?
I don't know. Honestly, Rob, earlier this week I told you that we were going to go 4-0.
You did say that.
And then when we lost earlier, I was just mad and really wanted to take it to him. Yeah, just some extra motivation, and I just really wanted to beat them. This weekend is the first time that I've ever beaten Icemen in any kind of event or tournament. I've been playing against a lot of these guys since I was 18, and I don't know, the motivation was just there.
And it paid off in the biggest way. And I was impressed by the Icemen, too, because after you guys dominated them in the first, they came back and gave you their best possible counterpunch. What did it take for you guys at the end to fight them off in sets 2 and 3 once they were really fighting back hard?
Honestly, just sticking to it and playing our game. We've got this little thing that we like to call the chart.
Hey, I know a thing or two about the origins of the chart.
Oh, yeah.
Serves we make and points we win.
Exactly. And that second set, they started firing back. They were serving well. They were getting blocks. And we were like, boys, we missed 7 serves in that second game. If we hit them in, we're going to take it to them. And that's what we did. Stuck to our game plan, and it worked out for us.
That was, Isaac, I've seen you play for a long time. I've seen you play since Northwestern, and I can absolutely say that I've never seen you play better than that just now. And you should feel, I hope that you feel awesome about the way that game went. Last thing I want to ask, was that one-on-one block in the second set on Lewis Richard the best block of your career?
It's up there. It probably is, honestly. I didn't even look at the ball. I just turned around. I don't know. I was seeing red.
You probably still are. Last thing I want to ask is that as your heart rate continues to try and decrease, hopefully, you've got about a month now to take some time, get your guys some rest, which you definitely need, get back in the gym, and the Central Division Cup is the next thing coming up.
Yep.
What did you learn about your team this weekend that could propel you to maybe go and win that event?
I think we really learned that we've got what it takes to win the whole thing. Like Icemen, they've been one of the best teams in the league since its inception, and I mean we've seen that we can beat them. We can beat anybody. So bring them on.
That's awesome. That's exactly what I want to hear. Bring them on. I'm so excited to see you guys again in action in Cincinnati. Go get some water and go relax. You deserve it. Amazing match, Isaac. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Back in here, Mike.
All right. Really nice. I should know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really sweaty.
Yes, it is. Isaac's an extremely nice guy, and I love him. Great personality. I'm happy for him, but I can't blame him for being so fired up about the way that Sweed played. Mike, any closing thoughts about the match that you just saw?
It's just about the weekend. It's some of the best volleyball I've ever experienced in my entire life, and I'm so sorry.
There we go. No, we're getting it back.
We're good.
Perfect.
And that's just a perfect closer. Start with the Swede Iceman win, and then match to start the weekend, and I'm just at a loss for words. What a performance from both sides. And the Swede to be absolutely dominant like that, it's not something you get to see in volleyball all the time.
Yeah, that's just a really special weekend for the league and for Swede in particular, and those storylines are really going to dominate the rest of this season. I'm super excited about how everything has gone, Mike. I'm excited to have you be a part of it, buddy. Thank you for being here. Excellent work.
Thank you so much for having me.
Excellent work. And so I think we might even still have a match going on the East Coast right now. I'll check on that in a second. But this has been a big weekend of volleyball for the league. Next up, we'll check out the VLA website for everything you could need. Next up, we'll be in Phoenix next weekend. We'll be in Boston a couple weekends after that. And then these teams that you just watched will next be in action at the Central Division Cup in Cincinnati in March. Everything you can need about the league is online. All the links in the description here on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for watching. Enjoy a football game coming up in about 2 hours.